right. All right. How is everyone doing? I'll give you boys a few seconds to join. Yo. How's it going, broski? All right. I should create like this little countdown where I can turn the stream on, but like not be on the camera right away. It's kind of awkward, the first couple of minutes you wait for people to join and everything. But yeah, I will make my post everywhere. All right. How's it going, Jamie? All right. I think everything is done. Starting to get the hang of this, Starting to become a veteran YouTube streamer. Soon we'll move to Twitch. I'll sign a Twitch deal for 100 million, and then I can retire my entire family and myself. Cheeky midnight stream. Yeah, you're from the UK. That's I appreciate that. What's up, Isaiah? How's it going? Yeah, I know late at night sometimes it's a bit tricky, but if I do these lives like during the day, like my time zone, many people are at work, at school, and all of these things. So I figured, and plus all of my group calls are late, are typically during the day. So I figured I'd make one event where I do it late at night, so I can basically let everyone who's at school and stuff like that join these calls with me. How's it going, Sarush? Okay, so let me just finish posting everything. Sorry about that, boys. All right, IG story, skull post. How's it going, Alan? Yes, sir. Welcome to the team, bro. I don't think we've met yet, if I'm not mistaken. But I host calls every Friday, group calls inside of our private community, so we can definitely have a conversation. We can also have a conversation here, which is what I have to do as well. Give you boys the link. So I'm gonna paste it. Man, I need mods and stuff like that, I need people to help me with this. Okay, so I will post this, and this I need to post on YouTube. Speak with me one-on-one. Who wants to be my mod? I'll pay you guys good. Pin message. There you go. Cool. So we should be set up. So as usual, if ever these basically calls, these lives for everyone who's new, I basically will just answer any questions. So whether you already have an established business or you're brand new and you're looking to get some advice, some help, or whatever, I'm here to help you. I've been coaching people for 2 years now. We have over 600 people inside of our community. So these are people, most of them who are just starting out. They work some sort of 9 to 5, or they're in college, and they're looking to make their first couple of dollars online. And that's primarily who I work with. Okay, so if you're just starting out and you want to get some advice, whether it's your niche, your offer, your business idea, or whatever, by all means, there's a link in the chat for you to join these calls. You can ask me any questions you might have, and we can speak one-on-one, and we can just basically have like a quick conversation. Cool. So I think we have Sarush in the waiting room. Sarush is always there, you know? He's my trusted go-to person to start these lives with me. I don't see your camera, so if you just want to fix that, and as soon as that's fixed, I can have you on the call. We can have a quick update on how things are going with your agency. Cool. I'm curious, are most, like, who here is brand new to the space? Like, let's say brand new, you don't have your first client yet. I know, Alan, you mentioned that you just joined up. Do you have any cooking up your niches? Do you have any like ideas, like, as to like what you were thinking of going after? Started Saturday. Cool. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, Alan. If you want to hop on this call here, I can give you some advice and just introduce myself and everything. Otherwise, if you have if you're debating between the niche or whatever, by all means, post. Okay, you just posted it. So thinking of floor or kitchen design, yeah, they're both very good. My go-to niche, I keep saying these on every live, but anything that's blue collar, so landscaping, fencing, flooring, kitchen remodeling, landscaping, I said it, tree removal, driveway, hardscaping, plumbing, electricians, stuff like that. So anything that's blue collar, I personally found there's a huge demand for what we do. So they're always looking to get more leads, more jobs. And these people are typically very busy and they're not the most tech savvy people. Okay. Not in a sense that they don't know how to use a computer, but they're busy. You know, they're doing like real jobs. So they're out there meeting clients, fixing their toilets, doing whatever needs to be done. So they don't necessarily maybe have the time or the expertise to set up ads, manage it, because setting up ads is not as simple as just, many people think this. I'll set up a few ads and then boom, I can let it run and it's going to work well. I wish it worked that way, because if it did, my life would be a lot easier. Unfortunately, it's not the case. So these people, even if they know how to run ads, they might not have the time for it. Okay. And that's what we're basically selling. Okay. We're selling our time to manage their ads for them, make sure they get amazing results. So yeah. But yeah, flooring, kitchen design, they're both very good niches. Honestly, just pick one, go with it. I think they're both very good. We have people in flooring who are making good money, and we also have people in remodeling who are making good money. Football Pro asks, how do you deal with being scared or scared of signing your first client? So this is perfectly normal. Okay. I don't want you to think that everyone else, including me and everyone here who's on the live, all of us are not scared, like when it comes to working with our first client. Okay. Trust me, bro. When I signed my first client, I had no idea what I was doing. I sold them on the service that I myself have never delivered on, and I had no idea how to do it. But what helped me was that if you look back at your life, you probably had a bunch of challenges, like things you had to go through, things you had to do, things that you were scared. And for me, I always managed to find a way to make it work. You know, it always ended up being okay. Like I found a solution. So I just essentially trust myself, and I know that, let's say I signed a client for Facebook ads and I myself don't have that much experience running Facebook ads. I trust myself enough to know that once I get to that point and sign my first client, like I'll figure it out. I'll find a solution. I'll hire someone. I'll learn it myself, but I will make it work. Okay. So it's normal to be scared. Typically you're scared when you you're not certain of yourself and you don't know what to do. Okay. Which is normal because you're just starting out. Okay. So it's perfectly normal. And like, you just gotta go through it, and you'll realize that once you sign your first client, you get them results and you're like, okay, I did it once. I understand how it works. I went through the hardest part, which is doing it the first time. Now for my future clients, I just repeat exactly what I just did for that first client, and things get easier over time. Okay. So it's perfectly normal. Best books on sales that help you. I wouldn't say it's a book. I listened to a audiobook which is called Sales Superstar. If you guys look it up, I don't know if I can post a comment. Sales Superstar. I don't know if that's going to appear in the chat, but I wrote it in the chat. Sales Superstar. It's an audiobook. It's like really old. Okay, it seems a bit weird, but he goes over like the key principles when it comes to sales, building rapport, presentation, assumption, all of these things, which are extremely important. Sales cycling, things that are very important when it comes to sales. At the end of the day, the best thing for you, like the best training you'll get in sales, is by actually doing it. Okay, so have more conversations, speak with more business owners. That is why I love to tell people to start with cold calling if they're brand new to the space and they've never spoken to a business owner. It is a fantastic way to get experience. Okay, that's how I got started. I cold called with my agency, but I also did door knocking. Okay, which is just, yes, I watched trainings and stuff like that, but until I actually put myself out there and started talking to potential clients, I wasn't learning. I was learning, but just not at the same rate as I was when I actually was in there. And then in the future, once you start taking sales calls or you're cold calling, you're going to realize, okay, I always screw up this part. So whenever they give me an objection, let's say the wife objection, they say, yeah, this sounds very great, but I'd like to speak about with my wife. I always fold under pressure and I don't know what to say. So then once you have that information, then you go on YouTube, how to handle wife objection. And then you learn specifically what you need to be working on. Okay, so that's my best advice. Put yourself out there, take a bunch of sales calls, cold call a bunch of people, find your weak points, and then focus on that. Cool. We have Dan. I already have a kitchen and bath in Kitchener ranking well. Again, calls, thinking of ranking several more cities in Ontario for kitchen and bath. Yeah, that's a good offer. The one thing about ranking, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not the best when it comes to that. I do believe it takes time to see results. And I feel like it's also hard to have like a direct correlation to your the output that your service is bringing to your client. So with Facebook ads, I can literally show them the ads manager and say like, hey, I got you this many leads. And then I'll go high level, I can show them the conversations that we had with their leads. So it's very easy to show them the value they're bringing them. But when it comes to SEO and ranking, all of these things, it's harder to sell that. And also it typically takes more time. So yeah, you can 100% sell it. For me personally, I've never sold it before. So I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to that. What I typically tell my students is sell this with Facebook ads. So you have the long-term benefit of helping them with their ranking, but you also get them immediate feedback with Facebook ads. So if you can do a combo, that's great. If someone specifically comes to you for ranking, then hey, you know what you're doing. So that's very good. Keith asked, how do you manage scaling and fulfillment? I want to scale, but I'm not that confident in my fulfillment. But I think I'll get better by having more clients. It's like a double-edged sword. So do you have a client right now? Okay, that's pretty important to know. So if you have a client right now, you should be able to deliver them good results before scaling and getting more clients. Okay, so ideally that's what you do. So when I started, I signed my first client on performance basis. So I didn't charge them anything. It was per job that I got them, they would give me a commission for it. And I worked with that client until I got the hang of Google Ads. Because I'm like, what's the point of getting a second client if I'm not even able to make it work for the first client? Okay, so once you make it work for your first client and you get them results, okay, you have a couple of clients. So you should focus on your first client. So if your first clients are getting good results and they're happy with your service and everything's going well, then yes, you can scale. Okay, but if fulfillment is all over the place and it's not working well, then yes, you have to focus on that before scaling. Okay, because when you scale, everything breaks, typically. Okay, so whatever things are not like optimized in your business, when you scale it, it just amplifies everything. So if the base of what you're building on is super solid, then you can build really high. So it's like a pyramid. Okay, if my base is super short and I start scaling, then my pyramid is not going to be very high. But if I have a huge base and I spent a bunch of time building the foundations and making sure everything's solid, then in the future, when I start scaling, my pyramid is going to be a lot higher. Okay. So yeah, if your clients are getting good results, scale it. If they're not, focus on them. If they're not, you can either learn it yourself, or what I would do is hire someone who knows what they're doing. so that you can get them amazing results. Then you can scale. And then from there, managing and like you'll have someone to help you with your managing of clients. Yuns, I've run ad campaigns, and for some reason, most of the leads were from other cities. So that's like a technical Facebook ad question. So obviously, you have the targeting, all of these things that you can do. You can also call out your audience in their city. So that's what I used to do. So attention people in Montreal, we can do blah, blah, blah for you. So on the actual ad, you can call out the people that you want from that specific city or region that you're going after. Cool. So I'm going to invite Mr. Isaiah on the call. Isaiah is like our trusted go-to person for one-on-one calls. You know, he's always there, always asking good questions, and he recently fucking crushed it. Signed his first client, so I'm sure he's gonna have a good story to tell us how it went. And I think what I like about Isaiah too, before I have him over, is he joined all of the lives. He joined the first one where he was brand new. I think he did like a first few cold calls. And then he joined the other one where he booked a few meetings. And now today is going to be joining this one where he actually signed one of those clients. So we actually see the whole progression with him. So that's pretty cool. So I'm add them on the stage and then I'll answer those questions that are in the chat. Oh, good man of the hour, you know? I gave you a heads up, bro. I helped. I like the bars are high for you.
Yeah, it is. That was a great speech, man.
Yes, sir. So tell us about that client you signed. How did you find him? What was the conversation like, the sales call, the whole process?
So that cold call, it was a cold call, of course. And I think for that client, I think I was on like my 50th or 60th cold call of that day or something like that. Mm-hmm. And, you know, again, whenever I started switching up my strategy, that's whenever I was like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this. And then I was like, it all clicked for me. And I was like, boom, ended up booking the client for that first call. Nice. And so from there, I was like, okay, now I got him in a call. What do I do after that? So, you know, I went ahead, you know, asked the questions about, you know, my questionnaire, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of like, again, reading books and, you know, kind of going off of what you guys are saying in the chats and the community, kind of just like went off of that and was able to close him. Mm-hmm. Super excited, honestly.
Nice.
Yeah, I was super excited about that. But in actuality, I have to be completely honest. Closed them, booked the next onboarding call to get them onboarded and everything. No show. So I'm super upset. But I was like, okay, fine. Just gonna keep doing the same thing. Ended up calling some more clients, ended up booking in 50 cold calls. I booked 5 clients for appointments. So which was really good. And boom, ended up doing the same process again, meeting with someone that's, you know, more trustworthy, someone that seems like they really want to get into, you know, business with me. He was like, yeah, man, I think this is something that could really help us out. I'm really looking forward to it. When can we get into the next call so we can get started? So that's great news. It's great. That's great. That's exactly what I want to hear whenever, you know, I'm in my situation. My camera's lagging like crazy right now.
It's lagging a bit. But we can hear you all, though. It's fine.
Let me fix that for you real quick. Hold on.
Oh, you're fine. But yeah, it's perfectly normal. Like for everyone here who's like cold calling and getting cold leads, typically they're not as serious as leads that you would get from ads.
Camera real quick.
And that's normal because when you cold call, you're the one who's reaching out for these people for help, offering your help, which typically like people will respond well if they actually need help. It's just for me from experience, when I switched to running ads, the dynamic is completely different. Like people are clicking on something that you're posting basically online and they're the ones seeking help from you. So they're the ones who are reaching out to you. And that conversation is so much different than on a cold call. So these people typically are way more serious. They understand that they need help and they're looking for a solution. And you're there just presenting them the solution that they're looking for. Whereas when you're cold calling, you're not necessarily looking for that solution. Yeah, it's nice to have, but typically it's kind of like, I'll hear you out. I'll see what's up. Especially if you do it on performance base, because there's zero commitment on their end. Okay, you cold call them, so they weren't even looking for your help. And then from there, once you offer your help, they're like, yeah, that sounds good. There's no skin in the game because they didn't pay you anything. Okay. So not to say don't do performance, don't cold call. It's still a great experience. It's just sort of how it works. I think his cam was screwing up, but that's a very good lesson for everyone here who's doing cold outreach and stuff. It's normal. Okay. Don't like the goal for everyone here is if you don't have the funds to run ads from day one, number one thing is you sign a client. Okay. From cold outreach, you use those funds afterwards to run ads. Okay. And that's going to be the best thing for you. Cool. So we got a few questions. Are Google Ads better than Facebook ads for real estate niche? And what are your thoughts on Google Ads? Do you teach it in your school group? So we are in the process of building a new course on how to run Google Ads. So that's going to be launched like this week or next week at most. I like Google Ads. They work extremely well. The only issue is they typically cost more money than Facebook ads to get results. So that's typically they're better leads, so it's worth it. But you cannot get away with $1,000 per month on Google Ads. Whereas with Facebook, you can get away with doing that and get amazing results. Okay, so that's the main difference between both. So are Google Ads better than Facebook ads? There's not one that's better. It's different. Okay. My best advice to you is start with Facebook. You can offer both. I would just focus on Facebook ads just because it's easier to get clients. It's easier to ask a client to pay 1K per month on ad spend versus 5K a month for ad spend. Okay. Now, if you have a client who's interested in doing Google ads, by all means, you pitch it to him and you close him, and then you find a solution on how to deliver. Ideally, you work with someone who knows what they're doing. We give out media bars to people in our group, so they can just pair themselves with them and then work with them for delivery. But yeah, do some research. Like look at what other real estate agencies are doing and use that as like a baseline. But you can run both for real estate agents. So Keith, how do you take decisions now and know what to focus on? It depends what stage I'm at. Like right now I have a specific like revenue goal in mind that I'm trying to reach. So for us, it's 300K a month, which is 10K a day. So I just reverse engineer the numbers. Like what needs to happen for that to, for me to make 300K. The best advice I can give you is, I don't know if you're running ads for yourself to get clients, but ask yourself, if I onboard 10 new clients today, can I handle the fulfillment? Do I have people that can take care of that for me? Or am I going to get so overwhelmed that now I can no longer take sales calls? All right. Or if I cold call more, if I put more money into ads, I'm going to get more appointments in my calendar. And I'm already taking 8 calls per day. So I cannot take 16 calls a day. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. So in that case, what am I going to do? My next step is to hire a closer. All right. So imagine yourself, you're getting more appointments, more clients, and then ask yourself, what's going to break first? What's the first thing that's going to break in my business? And then that's what you work on. That's what you fix. So for us, the issue was not the lead flow, getting appointments. That was easy. Our ads are working well. The issue was I didn't have enough people to take those calls. So I wasn't able to raise my ad spend and get more leads because I didn't have enough closers to take those calls. So that was my bottleneck. So now we're hiring closers and training them. And then once they're good to go, then I can up the ad spend and then work on the next problem that I'm going to be facing. Cool. So Isaiah's back.
Yeah, that's.
I thought we
Can you
lost
see
you.
me?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah,
you.
bro. I don't. What was happening? I don't know. Did I just freeze or something?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You kind of left the call just like that.
Oh, sorry, man. And then I'm back on the bad camera right now. I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi right now. It is not wanting to cooperate.
No, you're fine. As long as it doesn't happen in a sales call, you're fine. That's a lot more important than a YouTube live.
Actually, it did happen in a sales call.
Yeah, that's something you have to.
Yeah,
that cannot happen.
Yeah, it did once, but I was able to fix it quickly. It was way quicker than this, but that was not great. So cool. Looks like my next investment is internet and an actual camera.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Anyways, but yeah, broski, for you, just I would keep cold calling, keep doing your thing. You're obviously getting better at booking appointments and it's working well for you. And you've also closed the deal. Okay, so that's great experience for you. And the same advice, I don't know if your computer cut out when I said this, but your goal right now is to just sign a client who's willing to work with you, get some experience, get some case studies, understand how to fulfill for one client, get paid ideally on a performance basis from them, and then use that money afterwards to run ads. And that's going to be your biggest ROI.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a client in our group. I think he spent like $10 a day on ads or something stupid like that. Like really, like a lot lower than he should be. And he signed 2 deals in a week, one for like 1,500 and one for 1K a month. So his ROI on ads is absolutely insane. Okay. And again, these are people reaching out
$10
to
a
him.
day.
Yeah. So you can start with pretty low. I typically recommend $30 a day just to be safe. But yeah, people have done it with lower budgets. So that would be my next step for you, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
All
you have
right.
any questions for me?
Yeah. So again, I don't know anything about, creating the ads, etc. But when closing a client on like a pay on results, how would you go about like tracking and making sure you get paid?
It's a bit tricky. It depends who you're working with and how the sales process work. There's a trust part of it. But again, for me, the main goal when I work with a client on performance basis is to more so get the experience. Now, from there, if you're getting them really good cost per leads and everything, and he's saying, no, I didn't close anyone, I'm not making any money, it's kind of sketchy. It doesn't make any sense. Typically, what I did with my client was we had like an accounting sheet where you could track all of the sales from the business. And then there was a source. Okay, it came from Facebook ads, it came from Google ads, it came from this. So that's how we tracked it. And then you could see the contract value for each closed client. So every business is different. Like that, just speak with their clients, see what makes sense. Otherwise, you can charge per appointment or per lead. That's another option. So that's something you can easily track and look for yourself. So for me, when I did Google ads, I did phone call sales. So it was an emergency type ad. So my toilet is blocked. There's water all over the place. I need a plumber right now. So that was the type of ads that I was running. So you click on the landing page and there's a phone number. Call here to get a plumber at your house within 60 minutes, something like that. And those phone call conversations, they had a tag on Google. So I would know whenever, and the number was different than their real number of business. It's like Google has this way to have like a fake number so you can easily track the phone calls that came from Google ads. So I knew every single month we were getting them X amount of cold calls. The phone calls per month for their business.
Okay.
And from there, you can record the conversations, see like there's lots of ways you can do it. Again, it depends of how the business is structured and what you're selling.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to go about it. Probably the spreadsheet way, because most of the people that I've cold called and had a conversation with them, they've already been through like the process of getting like clients through what is it called, leads.
Yep.
So they've already gotten leads and they just weren't happy with that. They weren't happy that they were just paying for leads, and probably because the person that did it, or like I think it was like Yelp or something like that, was doing like a bad job or something like that. So they're like not trusting of the leads anymore. They're rather trusting on, hey, if I close this client, then you'll be able to get paid. Not I'm paying for these leads on potentially closing a client.
Yeah,
and from what I've seen is that a lot of people are more willing to go with that approach rather than the leads approach.
Yeah, of course, because that's the best thing you could sell. If you could sell someone on a paying customer, that's the absolute best thing. But you need access to their CRM or something that can track their sales. So that's what I would say. I'm like, yeah, we can do for every new client that we bring to your business, we'll take a small percentage, a fixed amount, or 10%, 15%, whatever makes sense. And then from there, you tell them the only condition is I need a way to track the sales that I bring you. And of course, people will give you a solution if they want to work with you. Otherwise, what happened with my client is after a month, it was a bit messy to track. It was all over the place. And I told them, I'm like, look, we did a performance deal. I know we agreed on that. What most of my clients do is they just pay me a flat retainer of 1K. I proved myself to you. I showed you that I can get you amazing results. We obviously make money together. And for simplicity's sake, we just switched to a 1K or 2K per month retainer. Would you be okay with that? And then once you work out the numbers, he was basically paying already 2K, 3K per month for me. So it made sense for him. So that's most likely what's going to happen. Or you just get case studies for your first client. You're happy with that. Tracking is all over the place. Okay, you can find a solution. But for your next client, once you close them, you're going to close them on a retainer.
Yeah.
So you'll only have one client that's like that.
Mm-hmm. And so, okay, my last question. So whenever a client asks you to send over like more info, is there like a template that I should follow? Because I'm not sure what's the best way to go about that.
So it's almost an objection when people say that. They're just trying to get you off the call. So that's on the cold call, I'm assuming that people say that.
Yeah, on a cold call, but sometimes on like other calls that I've had on like a sales call, they'll be like, yeah, I'm interested, but I still kind of need this information just so I know what I'm going over, and I could just get like a little bit more information about what you're saying, because you're explaining everything in the sales pitch, but they might forget that in 2 days, so they'll want to have something to go back and look on. So what would you think is the best kind of like?
Yeah, so it's an objection. So the first thing you can say, like, yeah, I completely understand. I have this whole call recorded, so I can just send you the recording, and you'll be able to look back throughout our entire conversation. From there, when people ask me like, oh, do you have something with more information, blah, 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 I'm like, yeah, of course, I can send you whatever you need. I'm like, what kind of information were you looking for? So you switch it back to them. You ask them a question, because most of the time people just say that out of like habit. And they don't really understand what they're looking for. Okay, so if you ask them, they're like, yeah, sure, like, but what kind of information are you looking for? But they'll be like, well, and then you kind of put them on the spot. You're like, what are you looking for? I can send you anything you want. So if it's the price, you're like, oh, well, I mean, if it's just the price that you want, we can have a conversation about this here on the call. And then you just continue the conversation. So most of the time it's just an objection. And same thing on a cold call. If someone says that, you're like, yeah, what kind of information are you looking for? And then from there, you just handle the objection.
Yeah.
In terms of like what should you actually have as information, a landing page, like a website, like that would be the most. Do you have something online?
I have the what's it called, the landing page, but it's it's a landing page. I mean, I wouldn't say it's top tier. I feel like I can probably get the video edited and make it a little bit more professional. That way I can send that to them. But besides that, that's all I.
Okay. If the video is like something that you don't like, you can remove the video. I, for the longest time, didn't even have a video on my landing page. And you can just have like text. What do we do? Clients that we work with and all of this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can send them that and then just kind of use it as like a social proof that you exist online. And again, once you sign your first client, you paste all of those testimonials on your website. You have a one-on-one interview with them so that they see that you, Isaiah, is speaking to a plumber. And then when they go on your website, they're like, oh, he's actually working with plumbers. He's speaking with someone that looks like me. And then from there, it becomes easier to close.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, sales, it's like your life right now, Isaiah, is like the worst part when it comes to your business. Okay? This is the worst part of you running a business, is signing that first client, getting that first deal closed. Okay, because you don't have anything to back up what you're doing. Okay, and it's normal. Okay, it's why most people give up. But if you're able to go through it and sign your first client, get those testimonials, from there, it becomes a piece of cake.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, this is really informational. I'm not gonna lie, I needed this one. Sorry about the whole camera situation, messing up and lagging. But
don't worry. No, I think everyone here is very interested in seeing your story and like following you, because as I mentioned, you kind of joined the first live, you were brand new, and now you're taking meetings, closing deals. So we saw within the span of a few weeks how quickly things can move. Okay, so you can go from someone who doesn't even know how to cold call to now taking sales calls, closing deals. And next step for you is actually signing a client, learning how to do Google Ads, or hire someone who knows how to do it. I saw your text message this morning. Make a post in the school group. Okay, I think there's a few people who are running Google Ads and they know how to do it. So
I actually shout out to Bianca. I don't know if she's on this, but she actually ended up helping me out and saying, I totally forgot that she ran Google Ads. So now we're going to be working together. So
that's why you have a community, bro. Okay, like I can help you, I can coach you with all these things, but out of 600 people, someone knows someone for sure. Especially if we're all doing the same thing. So if you make a post, like someone's going to be there to help you. So use that to your advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Perfect, broski. Thank you for hopping
All
on
right.
this. Very good questions as usual, and keep me updated on the whole situation. Okay.
All right. Will do. Thank you again.
All right. Perfect. Take care, bro. Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir. That was good. Good questions. I'll look at a few questions and then I'll have Mr. Lukeman on the call. I recognize you, bro, from the first live. I'll have you on. I'm just giving you a few seconds to mentally prepare yourself. So what does he do? I think you're talking about Isaiah Keat. So he runs Google ads and Facebook ads for plumbers. So that's exactly what I used to do. I focused on Google ads when I started, and it's a pretty good offer. Is there a time frame we should give clients before we start running ads? So the time frame is how quickly can you onboard them and set up the ads and get things running. In a perfect world, you get it done within a few days, like 2 days, next day, in 3 days. That will come over like with experience. So once you've onboarded, let's say 10 plumbers, you'll realize that every plumber, the way you set up their ads is exactly the same thing. You're just running it in different locations, different regions. Okay, but the actual ad is exactly the same. Since you're brand new, bro, I would give myself a week. So once you close the deal, you set up a onboarding call. That can be in a week, ideally the next day or in a few days. On that call, you get all the information that you need from them to set up their ads. Okay, but right now, bro, like since you just started, I don't want you to worry about that, because if you start worrying about 6 steps ahead what I have to do, like you're gonna get so nervous, you're gonna be so overwhelmed with everything. You're like, fuck, I can't start cold calling because I don't even know what to do once I close the deal. So my mentality is always focus on step one, and then I'll worry about the rest afterwards. So once I close a deal, I'll worry about the time frame that it takes to run ads. But to give you an answer, a week I think is very good for someone who's just starting out. And then in the future, you want to make it as soon as possible. Still looking for closers? Not really, but you can still apply if you want. There should be a link in the description of this video, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yeah. The second link in the chat, or in the description, sorry, you can apply, and we'll have your information in our system, in our file. And then whenever we're looking for more closers, I will go through that list, and then I'll make posts, make ads and stuff like that to hire closers. So you can apply, and we can reach back in a week or in a month or in 2 months. That's cool. Listen, agree, confirm, overcome, close. Yeah, that's kind of the sales cycle. I think it's acknowledge. What was this? Acknowledge, respond. You bring up a new benefit to working with you, so you switch up the conversation to another benefit that they get from working with you. So you take their mind off their objection. So let's say they say, this is too expensive. You're like, I get it, I understand. But when you look at the ROI, we typically have a 4x, 5x on our clients. So typically the more money you spend on ads, the more money you'll make. So that's why we want at least 1K, because I want to make you a good amount of money. And then you overcome that, and then you switch to something else. I'm like, did I mention that we also will do your Google My Business and get your reviews and blah, blah, blah. So you get their mind off the price, and then you switch back to the close. I'm rusty on that. It's been a long time. When I was door knocking, I used to coach people on how to use the sales cycle. Cool. So we have a question from. So I'm gonna have Lukeman on the call first, and then Praveen, if you want to ask that question on the live, we can also do that. Otherwise, I can just answer your question. How's it going, bro?
Yo, hold on. Yeah, how's it going, brother? How you doing?
It's going well. It's going well. I recognize you, man. The hair, man. You know, you have unique hair. Not everyone's like that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And you're Praveen's friend, is that right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's my boy.
Cool.
Praveen.
Yes, sir. If I'm not mistaken, I think last time we spoke, you just started running ads, kind
Exactly.
of in the beginning stage, and you have a few clients, and you're just starting
That's
to.
why I'm here. Yeah, I had a couple questions just about the ads that I'm running right now.
Cool. 100%.
Yeah, I've spent around. I'm doing 35 a day, right?
Nice.
So 35 USD, and I've spent around 700 in like 20-ish days, something around that, 22 days, something, right?
Okay.
And the leads, I'm getting leads. Cost per lead's around $7, right?
Okay.
So I'm getting leads in. Only issue is with that is the quality has mainly been. I'm sure you said you have people in landscaping niche in your community, right?
Hmm.
Quality that's been coming in has been lawn care mainly. So
Okay.
lawn care and advertising for lawn care, as you know, average lawn care jobs are on like 80, $100 for average lawn care jobs. So I talked to Praveen about it. He said, yeah, what you have to get them like 20, 30 jobs for it to even make sense off of 1K ad spend, 1K retainer, and that's bare
Hmm.
minimum. So lawn care is out the way, and that's been around 60% of the leads that's been coming through, right? How would you, I guess, what would you do in this situation where, you only want landscaping and hardscaping and tree removal to come in?
Okay, so if you only want landscaping and tree removal, then you specifically make ads calling out those people.
Hmm.
So if I want to work with tree removal people, I say attention tree removal companies or tree removal contractors. Okay, so that's number one thing. Otherwise, if you are getting people who are doing like grass cutting or whatever, and they're not charging that much, number one, try to see if they have something else that they're charging more money for.
Right.
Okay, so maybe they have additional services that are higher ticket that you can focus on advertising on that. Because it's true, if I work with someone, I'm not going to advertise a low ticket item.
Right.
Okay, it's harder to do. Or if that's something they can do, you can help them find clients who are willing to sign contracts for the whole summer or the whole year. I don't know how it works. So
Mm.
that would be a higher ticket, so bigger packages. So in the med spa, chiropractor niche, and all of that, what they do is they have like a free session or like a super cheap session for $10, something like that, just to get the lead in the door. Once they get their back cracks or whatever, they sell them on the package where it's like, hey, today was amazing. You should feel better tomorrow. However, to see long-term effects, you should continue this for the next 10 weeks. We actually have a package where for 10 weeks, we reduce the price to this much money. And they would upsell people on a group package. So you can do the same thing. So when you close these people, you can tell them like, look, you can cut their grass for the first time and then upsell them on a summer-long package. And that's what we're going to focus on in our advertisement.
Hmm.
So that would increase the contract value for each of the leads. So that's one route you can do. So you coach your clients to help them close more, which can be very interesting. Or if you want to focus on bigger tickets, which is probably what I would do at first, is just call out tree removal companies or
Yeah.
hardscaping, like be more specific with your messaging.
Right. With the ad that I'm pushing out, I call attention landscapers. So strictly landscapers is what I'm calling out,
Yeah.
and it's lawn care that's coming in. So
Well,
it's
that's it. It makes sense. Yeah, that's it. Like I get it, but it's that's why you're getting all sorts of people.
right.
So
I
I
think
would make an ad specifically attention tree removal companies. We have clients on our program who are doing that,
okay.
and they're getting tree removal companies.
Okay. So just specifically like call out a sub niche in the niche.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you're getting too much of a broad audience, yeah, that's
Right.
something I would test out.
And then if I like later on down the line, I'm still getting lawn care contract over a long period of time for the clients.
Yeah, that's it. Like you help them sell higher ticket. So their average contract value when you sell them or you help them upsell a client. So that's something that's very interesting. So you can use that to your advantage when you close people. So you
Yeah.
ask them like, how much are you currently closing for a landscaping job or grass cutting, lawn care job? They'll say $80. You're like, okay, cool. Do they pay you every single month? Like, how does it work? And then they'll say like, whoa, sometimes it's a monthly package and everything. I'm like, cool. So out of 10 people that you cut their grass, how many of them will ask you for a weekly package or however it works? I don't know how it works. They'll say, oh, maybe 20%, like 2 people out of 10. Cool. How much are those people worth? And they'll say like, well, they stay with me for the whole year. So they're worth $1,000 over the year. So like, cool. So if we focus on getting those types of people, we can get your ROI way higher. And that's an angle you can attack in a sales call. So you can tell them like, look, instead of just focusing on getting these small jobs that are less than $100, let's go after the big boys and help you sign big contracts.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Uh, no, I think that was the main problem that I've been facing in the past
Okay.
2-3 weeks of running ads.
Okay,
So
cool. How's your show rate and all of that?
yeah, show rate is so I had problems with SMS, like with automations, and me and Nazar went in there and we were having trouble. So I helped on with high level support, and they didn't know what the issue was exactly. So I hop back on like a week later and we fixed it. So I just got that fixed around 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Before that, show rate was bad. It was like 2%, right? 2 to 5%. Now show rates the past 2 weeks, show rate's been around 20-30%. Right. I
Okay.
mean, it's still low, and speed to lead is a big thing that's I feel like setting me back. But I'm at school a lot of the times
Mm.
when it comes in. So
Okay.
I mean,
You can hire someone to call the leads for you.
yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
something
the
you,
next step as well. Hiring
yeah.
an appointment setter.
Yeah, and that's what I would do because that's extremely important. Like even us, we run ads, we run DM ads for our company. So someone will see my ad, they'll click on it, and they'll start a DM conversation with me. And I have an appointment set on my account. We answer them within 2 minutes max. A minute is ideal. If we wait 15, 20 minutes, forget about it. The guy's, he's already gone. He forgot about me.
Right.
So it's the same thing with you. So yes, you can do SMS and all of that. The best thing for you, have someone call the leads right away. And they can qualify them on the phone as well. So, hey, what kind of business do you run? Oh, I do grass cutting. Okay, bye. And you hang up the phone. Find someone else. So you can qualify them over the phone as well.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So appointment setter, fix the ads, target better niche, target
Mhm.
better sub niche. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and that's going to help you with your show rate as well, having someone call the leads.
Okay. All right. I'll take care of that, man. Thank you.
Cool, perfect. You're welcome, bro. Thanks for hopping on.
Thank you.
Take care, bro. Peace. Cool. Very good, very good. Yeah, running ads, boys, is the best thing you can do for yourself. I know it's like scary. Oh my God, I'm putting $30 a day, so it's 1K or $900 a month. But you have to view it as like an investment. Okay, you will make the money back. A good ad campaign will at least break even. So the worst case is you spend $1,000 and you sign a $1,000 per month client. So the next month you're in pure profit. Ideally, you make at least 1.5x. In a perfect world, it's 3x. Okay, so it really depends how much is your price point, your budget, your experience, how good your ads are. So it's very important to work with someone who knows how to run ads because otherwise you will waste so much money. But as soon as you have the budget for it, it is the cheat code to scale an agency. Okay. Cool. Also, on a pay on results, how much should you pay your media buyer? Ideally, on pay on results as well, so that they have some skin in the game and you're not out of pocket $400, $500 per month working with a media buyer. Jose wants to join, huh? Come on, you didn't even say please, man. How am I supposed to let you in the call? I'll let Praveen on first because we spoke about it. Praveen, I don't see your cam though on the preview. I don't know if it's on my end, but if you can just turn it on, then I'll have you on the call. There you go. How's it going, bro?
You roll up. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Fuck. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, all right, man. It was good, bro. It was good.
It's going well. It's going well. Is that penguin painted in the back helping you with your closing rate?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It adds like 5% in closing rate.
Yeah, bro. It's like, yeah. Bro, I've had that for a long
Wow.
time. I don't know. It's just on my shit, bro. I don't know.
That's fine. How's
It's for-
everything, bro?
Yeah, bro. Making money. Outsourced a lot of stuff,
Nice.
It's just like one thing, bro, is just like I remember like when I cold called, bro, I remember there was so much shit to do. There's always like cold called, lead list, sales. I was doing everything, fulfillment. And now it's like, I'm signing, like I could predict when I sign clients, life's like decent. But it's like, bro, like I need a new, like, you know what I mean? It's like, is this how you feel as well, bro? Just like riding the waves and just like scaling, bro? Is that what it is? Or
So, do you? What color is your Bugatti, man?
I guess, yeah. I mean, like, bro, because it's like, bro, I take, like, for example, yesterday I had like 6 meetings, 4 showed. Yeah, 4 hours of my time. And then I call 1 hour like follow-up deals and deposits from the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
it's like, okay, that's like 5-6 hours. Okay. I watch some educational content. Let's say that's 2 hours. Like, it's like, there's a lot of, like, I wish I could do, like, I don't know, sometimes, like, this is rare, right? Because right now I have no school for a whole week.
Yeah.
Obviously, everything is going to change next week when I'm back to school. But like, for you, bro, do you ever have, like, right now, like the past month, like, do you have any days where it's like, what do I do at this point?
Yeah, like
Because it's like,
yeah,
you're even more outsourced than me. You know what I mean?
yeah. It does happen, but you always have things to do.
Yeah.
And again, you focus on money making activities. So for me, a money making activity, let's say in the closing side, is hiring a closer. Because how much is a closer? A closer will make me an extra 30K per month, let's say.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a money making activity for me. So I could spend my entire day interviewing 8 people to hire 2 closers. So that's going to add 60K a month to my business. But then I have to train them and everything. So again, like, what is the next thing that you can do for your business to bring yourself from, I don't know, 20K a month, 30K per month to 100K or 50K a month? Like, what's holding you back from making 50K a month?
I think it's just time, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's just time. Like, it's just the main thing is time. Like, I'm just not enough appointments. You know what I mean?
Okay, so not enough appointments. So it's not time, it's lack of appointments.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how can you get more appointments?
Go from 5 appointments a day to 10 appointments a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you up the ad spend?
Yeah, I'm doing that. Like, it's like that. I'm gonna do it in 3 days. I'm gonna do it in 3 days. On February 1st, I'll go from 100 a day to a bit more, 150.
You're too scared with the ad spend. I think that's your problem, bro.
Yeah.
I just upped the ad spend today by 150. We're at 800 per day now.
Okay. No. On February 1st, I'm doing 150, bro.
But what's gonna change between today and Feb 1st?
Bro, I mean,
Bro, you've been telling me this the entire month. I'm gonna up the ad spend. I'm gonna up the ad spend.
no. I said I think I should write it out. No, for like. Okay. But like, okay, I'll up the ad spend. I'm gonna up the ad spend February 1st though. I'll up the ad spend to 150 a day.
Okay, so look, this would be if I were in your shoes, this is what I would do, bro. Okay, I up the ad spend to fully max myself in calls. Okay, if your show rate is about 50%, start double booking yourself. Okay, that would be the next thing.
Yeah, it was like 60% at the start, first 2 weeks, and then now on average, it's probably like 50 to 45%. Yeah.
Okay, so you can either double book yourself, or you can look into getting a closer into the business and having them replace you.
Yeah.
So that's what you can do.
Yeah.
And then just increase the volume of calls that you're taking, close more deals.
Right.
And then the back end will start growing. Or you can do what you're doing, which is time. You wait, and slowly those MRR will start stacking up, and you'll be making more money with higher profit margins. But that's you waiting to make more money. So if I wanted to keep myself busy and make more money, I take more calls.
Yeah.
So always ask yourself, what is the most money making activity, dollar per hour activity I can do?
Yeah, that's so true, bro. And also another thing, bro, is it's not even a cash flow problem, because I have a decent amount of cash that I could spend, 5-6K a month on it, like on ads. It's just, bro, I feel like my metrics, not my metrics, my no, you know what, bro? This is just small dick energy, bro. You know what? I'll increase ad spend right now. I'll increase ad spend. Okay.
It is, bro. It is 100%.
Have you ever had small dick energy before? Like, you're
No,
scared?
never.
Bro, never. You always.
I'm the goat.
Okay.
No, it happened with me too. I think I was
yeah,
a few months.
Bro, it happened to Surge. I mean, it had to happen to you, no?
Like this summer, maybe after the summer, like when school was starting again, I was in a position where we were making really good money, and life was good. Ads was running, cost per appointment was amazing. The people on my team were amazing. Everyone's happy. Everyone's getting paid. Life is good.
Yeah.
And I kind of stopped. I was like, okay, this is good, and I stopped being aggressive with things. And I think that was one period in my business where it's like I should have pushed a bit more. Like I don't know why I stopped. I was just like, I'm making enough money to live my life, and and it's like whether I add an extra 50K to my monthly payments, it's not going to really change my life. Like I'm good. So I kind of stopped pushing myself.
Right.
And
like
recently,
you have an AMG, you have a girl, like. Why? You know what I mean? Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Exactly, but there's more. I can always get a second AMG. I can get a faster one, you know. But
Yeah,
like,
gotta
you cannot focus on like materialistic stuff, because otherwise, I think that happened to me. Because once you get it, then you're like, okay, like
Oh,
I
what's the
got it.
flip
Like
side?
yeah, that's it. I don't need anything else. And
Right.
like I don't want a super yacht. I don't want like these crazy things. So I don't really care about anything else.
Yeah.
So you have to find yourself like a purpose, an objective. And for
Yeah.
me, it was like setting a specific dollar amount for the company that I want to reach this MRR. And then I broke down the numbers, and I'm like, okay, I need to spend about, I don't know, 2K, 3K per day on ads. How can
Right.
I spend 3K per day on ads? I need
Right.
more closers. I need to train more closers. I need to run ads for closers. So I start working on that.
And also, like, maybe there is actually stuff to do in the business, bro, but it's like maybe this is just me, like, but like I just don't want to do it. Like, I know I should probably call some of my clients and ask them to film me a testimonial about it, and hop on a 1 hour call with them. But it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But what's your, do you have a goal with your agency? Like how much money you want to make?
yeah, I want to do 50 USD, not an MRR, but just 50 USD per month.
Okay. So how many clients is that per month? Or in a month?
That's like, I mean, without MRR, that's like probably like 30 clients, bro.
Okay. So you want to make 50K without MRR. That's what you told me?
No, there's 50K in MRR, which is a lot. I just want like
Mhm.
50K and like just 50K. I just want to cash collect 50K in a month by the end of this year.
MRR is monthly recurring revenue. So if you sign a client for 5K a month, he's
Yeah.
constantly going to pay you 5K a month. Whether you sign a new client or not, it's like it's always going to be coming in. So yeah, I think 50K MRR is insane. Like that would be a really good goal for you to aim. So I
Yeah.
would just reverse the numbers. So what's my churn rate? How much does it cost me to acquire a client?
Yeah.
Break down the numbers. How many clients do I need to have to be at MRR? So let's say it's, for sake of simplicity, it's 50 clients,
Right.
but you always lose 10 clients per month.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so that means you need to always sign at least 10 clients to
Right.
stay at 50K a month. Do you understand?
Right.
So calculate that and try to understand what is my number and work towards that. Reverse the ad spend, and then that's going to become your new objective.
Okay. All right, guys. Yo,
What is that?
my ads manager, bro.
No, that's too much, bro.
No, this is Canadian though. This is Canadian, no? Wait.
How much are you spending now? 100 CAD?
143 CAD.
Okay,
Which
that's
is 100
not okay. That's 100 USD. So now if you bump it to 250,
No, 150 USD.
150. Sorry, 150 CAD.
USD.
Is USD. Sorry. I'm tweaking. That's 216 CAD. Yeah, it's good, bro. It's an extra $50. It's nothing. What's $50 in a month?
Fuck it, bro.
Yeah. You're overthinking it a bit. Just keep increasing ad spend as long as you're making money. And what's your ROI on ads?
Sorry, bro. Let me just actually, I don't want to give you the dumbass number. 1.8, 1.87.
Okay, it's good. Could be better, but it's good.
Could be
You're
better,
almost 2x in your money, so that's very good.
Yep. Yeah, bro, that was my main thing. Yeah, it was just like, again, it's always back to ad spend, bro. So it's always back to ad spend.
It's always back to ad spend.
Every answer is always like, just increase ad spend, your life would be better.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like I don't, like, I personally am not that busy during my days. Like I don't have like responsibilities. I don't have to be somewhere at this time and do this. I just have things to do, but I'm not busy. So that's another skill, keeping yourself busy and learning new stuff. For me, typically, like what I do is I just focus on like the actual plan, like what is our objective as a team,
Like your
who do
main
we
goal.
need on the team to make it happen, and I make sure everyone's doing their part. So I'm kind of like the captain of the ship. I'm just making sure everyone's doing what they have to do.
You learn a lot? Like, do you like, I don't know, like pay for seminar, like do stuff like this?
No, I did pay for like a coaching call. That was like
Okay.
1K for an hour,
Okay.
with some person. Otherwise, actual learning, I'll listen to Alex Hormozy podcast in the morning when I walk to my gym, and those are actually really good. Like he has good
that's what I do as well. I watch Alex Hormozy while I gym or stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an easy way to learn without having to be on YouTube and all of that, while being productive, working out and stuff. Well, I walk to the gym, so it's like it's a perfect. And I like that it's podcasts. I hate these podcasts that are like 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna listen to 3 hours of podcast. I'm not gonna sit there and listen to it. Like, there's nothing that I'm doing in my life where for 3 hours I can just sit down and listen to it.
No, it's
So I need
always
to break.
but it's always like you're doing something and then you have the podcast and playing in the background. That's how I've always done it.
Yeah, but then you don't really listen to it. You're focused on
guess.
doing something else. That's the problem.
That's true.
So that's why I like Hormozy, because it's typically like 10 minutes, 15 minutes is
Right.
is thing. So it's perfect. It's Alex Hormozy, Isaiah. I'll write in the chat.
Dude.
Yeah, broski. Cool. Any other questions for me?
No, bro, that's it.
Cool. You got this, bro. Okay. Don't be afraid. Push it. Okay. More ad spend, more people. Book yourself more if you want calls. If you're fed up of taking calls, outsource yourself. You can hire a closer.
Yeah.
I think that's a mistake on my end. I think I outsourced myself a bit too quickly. Okay. I should have kept myself in the business and pushed myself a bit more. Yeah. Not to say I shouldn't have had you on a team. I should have stayed and stayed closing and everything.
Yeah.
So that's a piece of advice. So just keep working on the business. You're the face of it. So just make as much money as you physically can and raise the ad spend.
Yeah, bro, when the school shit's over, bro, it's like I'll be like double productive. I'll just have like double the hours.
Well, not really, because now you have the week off and you have no idea what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess by then I'll probably spend like 300 USD per day on ads. Hopefully, bro.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
That's it. That's what we want.
Yeah, bro.
All right, broski. Let's keep crushing it, okay?
Peace.
All right, peace, bro. Cool. Yeah, always have to push yourself. Keep yourself busy. And for everyone here, if you don't know what to do, money-making activities. That's what you do, okay? Is this activity going to lead me to making more money? So redesigning your logo will not make you more money, okay? It'll make your business look prettier, but it's not going to make you more money. What's going to make you more money is speaking with more clients, speaking with more leads, up in the ad spend, doing more cold calls, sending more cold DMs. That's money-making activities. And that's what you should be spending the first 4 hours every day working on, ideally even more. Cool. You ready, Jose? I see you fixing your hair, I see you trying to look pretty for us. Yes, sir.
How's it going, lad? How we doing, bro? You good?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, bro. Hey, bro, I sent you over a reel and you didn't react to it. And I was like, bro, he's mad at me, bro.
Bro, I have all my notifications turned off on Instagram. I'm locked in,
No, but you saw it, bro. I saw that you saw it, and I was like, oh shit. All right. So
that is not me. That is someone else who's on my account.
Are you is there people like have access to your account, bro? Like you don't manage your account.
Well, I have people helping me with it because we get lots of DMs from YouTube, from ads and stuff like that. So I physically cannot, like right now, I cannot answer the DM. So I have people helping me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
bro. No wonder why I have sent you so many reels and you're like just looking at them. I was kidding.
Discord is the only way where I can, like, you can confidently know that I am the one responding.
Bro, that's all right, bro. I got you. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know because I thought you were the one who was managing the your Instagram, bro. Because for example, I remember one time I sent a DM to some like big agency owner, and he replied to me with an audio, bro. And I was like an audio voicemail, and I was like, oh shit, this is him. And I was expecting to be like, okay, so it should be Oliver, bro. But I was like, oh, that's crazy. But anyways,
those audios are recorded. That's
crazy. No, but he actually said something related to what I texted. So I was texting him regarding like closing something. I don't remember, but it was something related in Spanish. And the guy, he was like, yeah, I got something in Spanish, something like that for you. I can help you out, something like that, and that's it. But then he didn't reply to me afterwards. But I was like, all right, that's it. Anyways, all right.
Probably a guy who wasn't as busy. As like Praveen, probably a Praveen, too much time on his hands, so now he's answering the leads one by one.
That's crazy. But anyways, right now we took a little bit longer to join this call because we were in a sales call. We didn't. Well, I don't know. It seems like it's not a close because I don't know. Same people. I go over the because what do you think? This is my question that I have for you. what do you think if whenever you like right now, will you recommend like just whenever you showing the prices, going with the like offers as well? Like if money back guaranteed if you don't make any money.
Mhm.
So like would you recommend doing it at the same time you show the offer, or you will recommend to do it at the end that you like basically show them everything, you know?
Yeah.
Does that
So
make sense?
I like to use the guarantee,
Mhm.
but I don't say it right away. I use
Yeah,
it as a way to handle objection. So every
yeah,
time you handle objections, you should counter it with like a benefit, a positive. Okay. So
yeah,
when someone tells you like, oh, it's too expensive, blah blah blah, like, look, I get it, it's expensive, it's a big investment, but this is an investment that's required, blah blah, for you to scale your business. If the money is the only thing that's holding you back, Jose,
yeah,
we actually have a money back guarantee. Okay. So this
yeah,
guarantee states on black and white, if ever you don't get your money back, we'll just refund you the entire thing. Would that
yeah,
help you make this decision today? It's like, yeah, 100%. So I don't like to show all of my cards in one hand.
yeah.
You
So
know what
you
I
take
mean?
a little bit to say, yeah, because in today's call, bro, I don't know if I did right with it, because this is what happened, bro. Like we usually went like over like everything. I told him like it seems like the guy he was sold by the service already. Because I told him like, yeah, we'll be calling your leads, we'll be booking them for them. Just basically, I don't even do a presentation anymore. I just went over the whole like showing the ads that we're running for all the clients,
Hmm.
getting a nice cost per lead, and then showing them the notifications of them getting a new lead and the
Yep.
notification of us booking the lead. So I sent him that. I showed him that he was like quite interested into it.
Yeah.
But when I went over the pricing, like one, I before that I asked him like, hey, like if everything looks good for you, if everything looks like everything perfect for you, you end. When do you think would be a good time for us to start? And then he said like, I mean, yeah, in a week, 2 weeks or something from now, because like right now I'm trying to wait for some money that came from like that some business, well, something a client owes me or something like that. They need to pay off, so I would be able to do in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks, 100%. I was like, all right, perfect. Hmm.
So sorry, just to cut you off. So that can be handled by asking him at the beginning of the call, when are you looking forward to?
Yeah.
When are you looking to move forward on this?
Yeah, I ask it like on like I ask it before I show the offer. So
Okay.
if they say that, bro, like let's say they say that like I'm not willing to move on forward right now, what should I say?
Hmm.
Like, should I give him the like I don't know, I shouldn't give him the price. Otherwise you'd be like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. But like how would you handle it? Will you like be like, all right, let's schedule another call when you are actually like ready to move on forward?
No, I told him, yeah, that's perfectly fine. We can start next week. I should have a few spots open, and you continue the presentation, and then you close them for next week.
For next week.
Yeah.
But like let's what if they don't have like because they're waiting for some money, bro, like they're waiting to
Yeah.
pay, so like if they're waiting to get some money they wouldn't be able to start. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
So you still pitch on the price.
yeah,
If money is the only thing holding them back, then what did I teach you?
yeah,
If they want to start next week,
yeah, deposits, of course, yeah.
yeah, you just go for a
That's
deposit. Everyone
yeah,
has $50 to their names.
that's what I do, bro. Like that's what I did in St. Call. I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be not. It looks like it's just basically this guy didn't want to go on forward because what I
Hmm.
did the same thing. Okay, the deposits, all that kind of stuff. I told him like, hey, we like have multiple of these calls every single day. Like, I don't know if you'd be open to like, because I know that you want to go on with this. What do you think if I send you over just a $50 like deposit so you can book your book your spot and we don't get any more people coming in?
Hmm.
Okay. And then like he said that he basically doesn't have money right now. And the moment that he could actually, because I sent him over the link and I was like, okay. So he said like, yeah, I pay you tomorrow after the client pays me back a money that he owes me from materials. And I was like, yeah, sure, do that. And I don't know, from that perspective, I could like I see that the guy wasn't like
Hmm.
I don't know. Probably he is it's not gonna get sold. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't
I
know.
said
Perspective.
probably he wasn't interested or whatever. He was using that as an excuse. But you see, by pushing for the deposit, at least you didn't waste your time by scheduling a follow-up meeting and being all excited, because he would have no-showed you probably.
Yeah,
Uh,
I also I booked a following call for like in 2 weeks, but still like in that case, if he doesn't pay the deposit, bro, like I'm gonna cancel it.
So
Yeah.
one, the way you say it on the call, like I don't know if you say this the same way on the actual meeting,
Yeah.
but don't be nice about it. Don't be like, so if you want, I can send you a $50 deposit link, and then we can take care. Like, I'm a bit more like, I'm like, look, Jose, I really enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah.
I'll be super honest with you. I have 8 of these calls per day. Okay, so I speak to 8 landscaping companies in your
Uh-huh.
region. So you name the region. So I speak to 8 landscaping businesses in Montreal. I really enjoyed our conversation. I honestly would like to work with you, like given your reputation and what I looked online, it seems like you have a very good business.
Yeah.
But the next person or the person after that will most likely sign up with me, and I'll end up working with them. Okay, so for me to hold your spot and to even consider waiting 2 weeks to work with you, I need some sort of commitment on your end. Okay, just a small commitment. I can send you a link for $50. We'll take care of that today, and then we can start whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
be more
what
like,
I mentioned, kind of like that, bro. But I mean, I didn't say it exactly like I mean, I said like what I could do for you. Like that's how I frame it. Like when I like how I exactly say it in Spanish is more like what I could do for you if you want, because like we usually take these codes like about
not if you want, not what I can do. It's like what you will need to do in order
Okay.
to work with me.
All right. Yeah,
Okay?
makes sense.
Be more like, be
Yeah.
like, look, I like to say that I'm like, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Jose. You say their name. Always say their name. People love to hear their names. So you're like,
Yeah.
Jose, I really enjoyed our conversation, but I have to be really honest with you. I have
Mhm.
8 of these calls, and I will sign someone today or tomorrow in your region. Okay, so we're looking to book up a spot like this week at most.
Yeah.
I enjoyed our conversation, so if you do want to work with me, you'll have to leave a deposit. It's not gonna be huge, only $50. And worst case, if we end up not working together, I'll refund you the entire thing. Okay,
Gotcha.
so just more
Yeah.
like,
Mhm. And I mean, I mentioned all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I feel like I should be more direct with it. But I still like mention all over everything. And yeah, he said he's gonna pay the $50 tomorrow. We'll see, bro. It seems like he's not gonna move on forward with, but I'll let you know. And yeah, another thing, bro, like, because yeah, just regarding like agency in general, this week has been really like slow. Because like yesterday we had booked 4 meetings, none of them showed.
mhm,
And also I think it has to do with as well that like I'm testing the appointment setter.
Yeah.
So I'm still testing him to see what happens. So in that case, like I'm like watching his calls, everything. We have a second call tomorrow to see like if how he's doing, how like everything he's been
Yeah.
saying and all that kind of stuff. So I can like basically coach him even more.
mhm,
But yeah, today there were 2 of them. One of them was self-booked. The other one was booked for the 3 other ones was booked for the from the appointment center. Only one of them showed. The one that like asked for like the one that I asked to wait until like he gets money from the other clients was the one that showed, was the one that he like the appointment center said. And
Yeah.
today we had another one. This guy, he wasn't qualified at all because like
Yeah.
he didn't have any money. Like the same thing. Like yeah, I haven't working forever. Like a month and a half ago. Like I haven't got any jobs, so I don't have any money, all that kind of stuff. So and then when I show the pricing, like be like, oh, I'll call you back. It's just a lot of money. I'd be like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, I know you don't want to call me back. So in those cases, I need to filter more the people. And yeah, bro. Like and what do you think?
But-
Should I? Okay, yeah,
So for your appointment setter,
yeah,
first off, the way you train them,
Yeah.
just for everyone here on the live to know how you do it for any position, not just dialers or whatever.
Yeah.
Is you do it yourself, you get good at it, and then you record yourself doing it. So ideally, you have a few recordings of you following up with leads and showing him how you do it. Okay.
exactly.
You give him the script, you have him do it, and you do it with him live. Okay. You review his recordings, you give him feedback, and then ideally you're in person and he's picking up the phone and calling, and you review him. So let's say you were my appointment setter, I'd have you call the leads right now in front of me.
Yeah,
And I'd be like, okay, Jose, call 10 leads, show me how you do it. And
yeah.
you just do it. And you see, does he have potential? Is he applying what I'm teaching him?
Okay.
So that's how you get him to become better. Otherwise, yeah, you just have to filter leads. You're spending $5 a day on ads, so you can easily just up the ad spend and get more leads.
Yeah, I'm gonna up the ad spend now.
And also, bro, you didn't have a slow week. You closed 2 deals in a week. You gotta flex a bit, on these people.
Yeah, I mean,
you
bro.
you gotta let these people know.
Yeah, I
who
mean,
we're
bro,
talking
it's
about.
gonna keep it low key, I'm a ask. No, but it was crazy because like, bro, the cost like from the calls that I had, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 calls I showed, and took me around, well, 5. Let's say 5. Like 2 of them were close.
Hmm.
Some of them say like, all right, no, thank you, stuff like that. But 2 of them were sold, and then we got 2 of them that one put a deposit, and the other one we basically rescheduled because like he was a lot of money for him. So
Yeah.
that is kind of like that. But yeah, bro, I feel like we getting better sales with the right lead. I feel like it also comes down to like the person that comes into the call. Because I feel like if it's a good person, like the ones that I just signed, they're like pretty much almost close. I feel like that is also a thing. But yeah, bro, like the goal right now is just add like raise the ad spend, like raise the ad spend, maybe like do instead of 5, let's do 15 or 30. We'll see. I'm of course I need to keep like training the appointment setter to get to the point.
Yeah.
And yeah, keep closing deals, bro. That's like kind of like about it. And also, bro, Usama, bro, he cooked, bro. He cooked something, bro. He did something cool, bro. We just started running ads for this client, bro. We already have 2 leads from the cost of like fucking $11, something like that.
Nice.
Like, it was like $7 like that. It was good.
For everyone here on the call, Usamas are like in-house media buyer. So when people work with our team, so we have an offer. It's called GS Executives. So these are for people who want to scale their agency to 30K a month and work with me one-on-one and my team as well. And we will set up the ads for you, run them to make sure you don't waste your money and get good results. So Jose's in that offer with us. And Usama is our in-house media buyer. So he's the one that's taking care of the campaigns for all of our like blue collar niche clients. And yeah, you can absolutely crush it. That's what's happening with those there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but that with those 2, I mean, it's the first day. I completely understand. Like we booked 1 quote, but the thing is that we didn't realize that it was in the wrong like place. So we booked a quote for somebody that's located in California when my client is located in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a slight problem.
Yeah, that's it. That was a problem, and I was like, for fuck's sake. And then the other one, like the other lead, didn't pick up. But like, yeah, I mean, it's good. The cosplay is good. Just like the time and place is just better, but I need to improve that. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. And like for the other client that we onboarded, is like seems like we could be cooking for him tomorrow. I'm trying to see for this one as well, bro, because like he's located in New Jersey, and it was like the last time I had like a client that is located in New York and New Jersey, it was really bad. Because I like, well, at the time I was with another media buyer, bro. You remember Harsh?
No.
So yeah, well, like let's not mention him, bro. Yeah, like, we don't want to give him any credit for that, right?
No airtime for him.
Yeah, for real. Let's not mention him, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, don't say no to clients. You know, it's probably, I think it's because of the guy Usama absolutely cooks. So he works with all of our clients, and he's working closely with Ruben as well. So you know you're in good hands. And
yeah, but for real, that is that. And well, the goals for the week is just basically raise the ad spend. Well, like close like goals is 1, put the appointment set to point that we get a better show up rate, bro. Because the show up rate, because of the appointment set is pretty low, so we need to get that up. And also after we get them on point, we want to raise the ad spend to like either 15 or 30, whatever those things. We're gonna test out first 15 to see what happens, see how many leads come in, how many the appointment setter can handle.
Yeah.
And after that, we're just gonna do 30. We'll see what happens, and then just closing. And yeah, that's about it, bro.
Yeah, very good. That's exactly what I would do if I were you too. I'd focus on the appointment setter, make sure he's good to go. Once you see he's dialed and he's able to handle the lead flow, because I know when you're spending $30, it was just too many leads for you.
Yeah.
Which is a good problem to have. Then you know you have someone full time to handle that for you, and you'll be able to take more calls, close more deals, and just make more money. So,
bro, it's nice though, because having an appointment setter to like basically, because I got a notification of leads coming in, and I was just basically on my bed, just chilling. I go like fucking chilling. And then now it's just this guy needs like he calls it for me, bro. That's nice. But yeah, other thing, last question, bro, because I know we need to wrap it up real quick. Like, bro, what do you think I should do like for my clients, for my B2C clients? Should I be like getting another appointment setter for like only clients that speaks like fluent English, or what do you think?
Do they need one?
Myself.
It would be a good thing to have,
Uh-huh.
ideally, but it's just it gets a bit overwhelming when you have a bunch of one appointment setter for a bunch of clients. Most clients, they want to call their own leads, surprisingly enough. So I don't know for your clients, like
No, my
what.
clients, they realize, bro. What I've realized is that my clients, they want to get themselves booked like with from more service, bro. And since like one, I mean, it's just kind of like the same thing for them. Since like one, a lot of my clients they speak English, but they don't speak it like really good.
Yeah,
So having somebody speaks like fluent English is just amazing for them, bro. Like they book the meeting, it's just basically the quote, and they just need to go closer and show the pricing. That's it, bro. So I feel
yeah,
like that is the reason why. But like since I also like my like, and this is why I wanted to ask you, bro. Like since this appointment setter also he speaks English, but he has quite of an accent,
yeah.
but he's not bad. What do you think? Should I get him to basically call some leads from the clients, or
You could, yeah, it's a possibility. So look, you have two sides of the business, okay? You have the
yeah,
front end, which is acquisition. I can
yeah,
acquire as many clients as I want. And then you have back end, which is I can fulfill amazing for my clients.
exactly.
My philosophy, I know it's not the best thing to say, but I would focus on front end. So making yourself rich, okay? So
Yeah,
you basically know that even if I like obviously don't do this, but let's say I cannot fulfill for my clients, but I'm so good at selling that even if all my clients leave, I can always build myself back up to 10K a month because I'm so good at closing and getting customers. And the reason why you want to focus on that is because you'll have more cash to work with. And when you have more money, you can hire appointment setters
yeah, you
and
can.
hire better thing and get better fulfillment.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so
I see. It makes sense though, because it also, yeah, because I was also thinking like, yeah, if I sign more clients, I can just get like point wise. It would be like also easy.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So
So
if I were you, bro, like it's a good idea. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It's actually a really good idea, and it's what something you should probably do. But I
mhm,
don't think right now it should be your main focus,
main focus.
unless you see your next 5 clients, they all say the same thing. They're all like, I cannot follow up with the leads. I don't want to do this. And you see it's a common issue with all of your clients, then build that out.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
just like also another thing, bro, with my clients is that like I get the leads that also, well, I'll tell you some more time, bro. Like, well, I'll tell you in our next call, bro. Because like in the weekly call, because I feel like I'm taking off too much time. But like, I just wanted to mention something related about like I was thinking I told to rumor, but like I don't know if I should do this or not. Because also like what I realized that like my clients, the old clients that I had that didn't close shit,
Hmm.
they speak a lot of English.
Yeah.
They were pretty bad at English. When I book a meeting, when I book a quote, they just basically wouldn't give the quote estimate, and then they wasn't able to close. So what do you think? And I feel like would be a good idea, perhaps, to put in the another question to filter them. Do you speak English? You know what I mean? Like yes, no, I like, and then I feel like
Yep.
that way, I like the people that speak English tend to be better qualified, bro. Like more
Hmm.
qualified. They've been more in the business for a long time. They have known more people. Like they've been able to close people for a long, like more time,
Yeah.
and just kind of like that, bro. And this qualify the ones that say I don't speak nothing of English at all.
Yeah.
You know?
You could do that. I would just frame it differently. Not don't directly ask him, do you speak Spanish or do you speak English? I would
Uh-huh.
be more like indirect. So would you like to speak to a Spanish or English representative? So if they
Bro,
pick Spanish, then you're
at the end
probably
of
like,
the day, is I speak Spanish and I close in Spanish. So like if they say you rather speak with a Spanish or English representative,
yeah, do you
would you,
conduct your business in the English
yeah,
market or just in the Spanish market? That's another
yeah,
question you could ask. There's lots of variations, but I wouldn't straight up ask them.
yeah. I don't know, bro, because I saw it because the other day I saw like an ad from another like business owner that's aiming for the English market for like for
Mhm.
the Spanish market in the US, and I saw their form and they put like, "Do you speak English?" It seems like the ad has been running for a long time, so I was like, "Ooh,
Okay.
that could be a nice question to ask." But I'll see, bro. I'm gonna ask Ruben, and I'm probably just gonna test it out a couple of days to see what happens.
Yeah, test it out if you want, add it, and see. But yeah, we'll play around with it. I don't know if I would ask it directly because some people might I would just say like, would you prefer English or French or something like that?
Okay. All right. English and
But-
French. Yeah. All right.
but yeah.
Got it. Anyways, bro.
Anyways. All right,
That's
Broski. Very good
Absolutely.
questions. Good
What's
shit on your closes. I'm very proud of you. You're absolutely crushing it.
Thank
Work
you.
on those the appointments better, then up the ad spend, get more closes, and
Absolutely.
you'll be at 10K a month in no time, Broski.
Bro, I could see it. If I keep going the same track, I could be getting fucking 10K like really easy, bro. Or even
Bro,
like pretty easy. But like the thing
you're
is
already
just,
at like 2.5K in contracted value.
bro, I mean
You're-
technically it's like around 3K, but like depends on the clients because some of them I'm not like pausing them because I got 2 clients on the line that were paused and they were like also paying at 1K. But like it's technically like around those like frames
Exactly.
prices.
No,
Yeah.
you're good, bro. It's a good momentum. Like you're just starting everything back. It's fucking huge. Alan has a good. This can be good. So we can better assist you. What is your primary language? That's like a good. I think that's a pretty good question.
But like, how are you? Okay.
Anyways, Broski, we'll go over it in our.
I'll figure it out. All right, I'll figure it out. Anyways,
We'll
take
figure
care.
it out.
Yeah.
All right, Broski, take care. Bye bye. Calm. Absolutely crushing it. We launched ads for him a few weeks ago, and he goes after the Spanish market. Of course, blue collar niche, and signed 2 deals this week. So he's absolutely destroying everything. And for him, I gave him a big lesson on depots, pushing for the close. So that's very important. Okay, whenever you're doing sales calls, whether it's cold calling or meetings, closing deals, whatever, always go for the close. That's one thing you'd be very surprised. People will do the presentation perfectly, but they'll never ask for the sale because that's the scary thing. Okay, they don't ask like, do you want to buy? Do you want to work with me? So it's very easy to read a PowerPoint, show them the benefits of your service, but it's hard to actually ask the hard question, which is, when do you want to move forward with this? Can I send you the payment link? Okay, so always close, whether it's a depot, whether it's a paid in full, whether you're closing a meeting or a follow-up meeting, always close and have something that you're looking for. Okay, don't let the lead decide what's next in the conversation. Okay, don't explain to them what's the benefit and then you just sit there like an idiot waiting for them to ask you, okay, what's the price? I want to move forward. Okay, because they're not going to ask you that. You have to ask it. Cool. A few last minute questions, then I'm going to end the stream. Isaiah, last question. For pay on results, what percentage would you pay your media buyer? Something that's fair, something that makes sense for them. Maybe 10%, 15%. Again, depends on how much money you're making. Obviously, you don't want to pay them 20K a month, depending on how much money you're making for your client or for yourself or whatever. But I would give them a percentage of how much money you're making. Okay, and make it make sense. At least 500 bucks per month. I think that's fair. It depends where they're from, what's their expectations and everything. But ideally, you want them to be making at least 400, 500 bucks per month. Last question. Can you give advice on a consulting firm running a build and release offer, but I feel like I'm struggling on positioning? Yeah. So I don't know if you got this from Serge. I'm actually very close to Serge. He's basically my neighbor. So we speak quite often. So I'm very familiar with the build and release offer. If you can be more precise on positioning, like what do you mean? Like what are you struggling on? Is it the actual price, the offer, the niche, the service that you want to offer? But my advice for build and release, bro. Build and release, you're building the team that's required to deliver the service. Okay, so let's say I'm build and release Facebook ads for local plumbers. Okay, for me to be able to find a media buyer, train them, give them the good SOPs, have them understand how to run ads with the what's it called? The appointment setter that's going to call the leads for your clients, all of that. That's basically the build. Okay, so you're building them that team and you're incorporating that team into their company and you're selling that as a one-time price. So it's like, hey, bro, you can either pay 2K a month to Jose and he can manage the ads for you and work with you, and you'll forever pay 2K a month, or you pay me once 8K and I'm going to build a team that he's using to run your ads and you'll own basically the system with that he's using. And yeah, perhaps the people I'm targeting. Just to finish on what I was saying, basically that's the principle of build and release. Okay, so you build them the team that can deliver. The issue is that if you're just starting out, how do you know how to deliver for these plumbers or for the niche that you're going after? Okay, so my advice is first deliver the service for them, do it a done for you. So hey, I will help your business scale by running ads or whatever. And once you get really good at what you do, then you can transition to build and release and just sell them the people, the team that can deliver that, or the systems, whatever is more appropriate. Perhaps the people on target educational info marginal YouTubers feel like the market isn't resonating with them. So you're basically going after people like me. Okay, as simple as that. So what would I want? I don't want anything because I have the team, but I would basically want someone that can, let's say this is a good example. Okay, I made a YouTube video on this not too long ago, but let's say you have a YouTuber who's teaching people how to cook. Okay, like it's hey, baking with Oliver. Today we're making a banana bread. This is how we do it. Okay, and they have a good following. They're getting good views, but there's no real way to monetize what they're doing, or at least they're not monetizing their viewership. In that case, I would go up to them and say like, hey, I can help you monetize what you currently do. So you teach people currently how to bake and do all of these things. I can help you create a school community. Inside of that, we're going to have a high ticket course. So you can, for the price of 2K, 3K, teach people how to do blah, 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 whatever. And that would be my offer. So I would help people monetize their audience through a course or a community, ideally high ticket, and build the entire funnel around that. And that would be a very good offer. That's something I would do, ideally outside of the make money niche. Because if you go after me, respectfully, there's no way you know better how to promote my business. I know my shit. Okay, my business is how to make money, so I know how to make money. Okay, that's the whole point of me doing YouTube. But someone who's baking or doing like sports, gym, or stuff like that, they typically don't have the business skill set that we have in the make money niche. Okay, so I think you have a very good offer. If you do that, that's one offer I would personally push if I had to restart. I don't know who you're targeting exactly. I'd be very specific with who I target. Okay, so I target people who talk about gym, who help with fitness advice, and I help them monetize their audience through one-on-one coaching, or I sell a course like a workout package or something like that. Yeah, bro, 100%. Okay, I'm about to end the stream right now, but by all means, I'd love to help you out with this. I've recently worked with someone who's doing this exactly. So build and release for content creators and helping them monetize everything. I can definitely point you in the right direction and give you some advice on that. Cool. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining. As usual, amazing people that hopped on the one-on-one. Great questions. Love to see the progress. Love to see people join these lives with basic questions, and then the next live they're getting like reaching the next steps of their business, and now they're signing clients, making a bunch of money. So that's really impressive. I'm extremely happy to see that. Let's crush it. Let's make a bunch of money. As usual, if you want to work with me directly one-on-one, get access to our community, our media buyers, all of the people that I spoke with, not all of them, but most of them are inside of our community. So to be around people who are running successful agencies, successful online businesses, there's a link in the description. You'll be able to book a call with someone on my team. We're going to basically give you the rundown on how our mentorship works. It's performance-based. So we take lots of risk by working with our clients, which basically puts a lot of my skin in the game. So to make sure that I make money, I need to make you money. Okay, so it's a win-win situation. So there's a link in the description so you can book a call. Otherwise, let's crush it. I'll see everyone next week. Peace.